On this week's World of Saltwater Fishing, we're taking the shallow water mark down to Islamorada in the fabulous Florida Keys. I'll be fishing with Captain Ron Brack, and our goal, head to the backcountry and out towards Florida Bay to catch a wide variety of game fish, ranging from snook,
Nice snook. Oh, what a beautiful fish.
tarpon,
Ooh, yeah, little sweetie.
tarpon, beautiful,
Boing!
Goliath grouper, and a bunch of others.
Come here, fishy.
A little bit more weight on that.
60-pounder.
Don't miss this exciting episode.
George Poveromo's World of Saltwater Fishing, celebrating 21 years of fishing television excellence. Big fish don't stand a chance.
Worldwide Sportsman in Islamorada in the fabulous Florida Keys is a favorite place of mine. I bring my offshore boat down here quite a bit, and every now and then I bring the shallow water mark to experience some of the backcountry. And one of the very best to experience the backcountry waters and fishing behind Islamorada is Captain Ron Brack with Pirate for Hire Charters.
I've been backcountry fishing full-time almost 12 years now. I really enjoy fishing in the backcountry. It makes for good trips and stuff.
So my enthusiasm was really overflowing when I hooked up with Ron at Worldwide Sportsman that morning, and he says, George, let's head in the backcountry. We're gonna go down to Florida Bay, and depending on how we do there, we might even sneak our way out to some of the shallow wrecks in the Gulf.
We left really early in the morning. Our first conquest was conquering bait.
First stop was a bait hole. You want the right one or left side?
I'm gonna throw to the left.
The pilchards were there in great supply. One good throw of the net, we had more than we could use. That's what we're looking for. So with an abundant supply of live baits, we continued on, and Ron said, we're gonna run to this one spot here in Florida Bay. The tide should be perfect. It's a falling tide, the beginning stages.
I was so excited that our first opportunity was going to be on a falling tide. I knew that we were going to get at least an hour, hour and a half of good falling tide, which we were fortunate enough to get a little more than that.
We ended up moving the shallow water mark onto an edge of a flat, power pole down. So we had really two areas to fish. The tide was running out pretty good. A tarpon, beautiful.
Nice.
Okay, Ron.
Watch that dead man rod for me, if you will, bud,
Yes,
please.
I'm gonna watch that go up underneath it.
Ooh, yeah, little sweetie.
I'm gonna put the dead stick rod back over here.
Thank you, bud.
You should be on the other side of it, the good
Nice
side of
job.
it. I'm on, Ron. How good is that, huh? That's like the best size tarpon, too.
I love these little guys. They're what put my numbers up in a year.
Have a little show here for a bit. Nice, nice. I'm a little reluctant
Such
to
a
get
little
down
showman.
because we saw that bull shark earlier.
Right?
So I made it this far with 2 arms, 2 hands, and 10 fingers. I don't want to change it. Look, you got the manatee coming over.
They want to know
show.
what the heck's going on over here.
She released here. Okay, come on.
Sweet. Oh, it's coming to you. Ah, yes. Say ah.
And you did a super job. You planted that hook. Look at my pliers.
Any clears?
Here's your hook.
Nice. Thank you very much.
All right, good show, tarpon. Oh, you baby. Out of here.
On the falling tide, the fish have to come off the flats, obviously, because it gets too shallow for them at a certain point. So they come into what we call drains, and the drains come out into the main channel. So we fish on the edges of the channel where they're coming off of those drains, and then they'll cluster in the mouths of those drains. Especially with the smaller fish, they want to gang up together because there's safety in numbers. And when those shrimp and those small crabs and everything are coming out of those drains with everybody, it just becomes a great place to eat, if you will. I pick it up and I get a fish on. I'm telling you what, everybody.
What you got, though?
I don't
What
know.
flavor?
It's a mystery at this point.
I saw a splash. I caught the tail end. No pun intended.
Nice snook.
All right.
Ooh, baby.
That is, there you go. Take a look at this. Nice.
How about that? I picked the rod up and there he is.
That's what we like.
Oh, what a beautiful fish. See, now he's just getting out of that school size, you know?
Yeah, I see. I noticed that.
Lay your hand on his side and it blocks his linear line and you can pick him right up. He'll bend for you.
Here.
Like a bass.
Hang on, I think the circle still is tight. All right, that's all. Here you go.
Good job, bud.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Here you go.
Thank you very much.
Sunlight reflecting off that beautiful fish, and goodbye. Look at this. Look, that man is right here. Look. Look at that.
They love your boat.
You know
Must be
what?
very fishy
We
or
got to put some GoPros on them. They work a lot cheaper than my guys.
George Poveromo's World of Saltwater Fishing is proudly being brought to you by Penn. Let the battle begin. Mako. You'll find them where the fish are. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Mercury Marine. Go boldly. We'll be right back.
With a fallen tide, we're getting situated along a shallow channel in the backcountry behind Islamorada in the Florida Keys. I'm with Captain Ron Brack.
It's a light tackle fishery out here. We had the new Penn Class 2 spinning reels with matching rods. We had Suffolk's Invisalign fluorocarbon leader. So you might question why fluorocarbon? The waters out here, they're pretty much on the murky side. It's not like the fish will be able to look at a leader, but the other big advantage of fluorocarbon, high abrasion resistance. In my opinion, it's still the way to go. I hate to interrupt you, Ron. We got another player. Snook.
Good size one though.
Beautiful.
Nice fish.
So I like.
I am so proud of you. That's a nice fish too. Look, he almost jumped in your lap. Oh, gorgeous fish. Every time we catch one. Hey, what are you doing there?
I barely hooked. There's the hook. Not bad. Check them out, huh? Put them currents up to you. And off it goes. That didn't take long. They're chewing today.
Yes, buddy.
So with the bite is good, as it was materializing, Ron and I were working the outfits, making our casts and covering the bases. With the way the momentum was going, catching the redfish was just a matter of time. Hey, redfish, good, good, good.
Dang, dude, I got a slam.
And I just got a hit right here. Adding to the tally.
Come here, baby. Come here.
I got you. I
This
got
little
you.
puppy. Come here, big fish. Come here, baby. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Boy, my
You know, you have a very unique way of talking to those fish. Ron Brack's Fish Encyclopedia. All right, now your redfish. You see more of those in here in the fall? Or
always, yeah. October, November,
Yeah.
always. That's about standard size too.
He brings it alongside the boat, and there's our redfish catch. Let it go, and Ron said, okay, you ready for some light tackle Goliath grouper fishing? I said, let's do it. This spot was fantastic to us. So we took off, and didn't run really that far. So we had a little challenge in that the wind was working against the current. But we got ourselves in position. The drill was fairly simple. Take the light outfit, hooked a light pilchard. We had a sinker on the rig, and I would make a shot out towards the submerged tree. And every time I did that, and it came right to the edge, you were onto a Goliath grouper. There we go.
Got him. Oh, ho, ho. Get him, bud. Get him, bud. Get him.
You got him.
Come here, baby. It's a little sweetie.
Worked him out of the tree. But these are the perfect size of Goliath in that you had a very good shot, if you really put the pressure on as much as that outfit could take, of beating them. All right, well, that's some pretty good sport, trying to get them out of those mangroves. That goes either which way, and most of the time in the fish's favor, huh? Let him down, there's more. Let's go get another one. Thank you. That was a fun experience.
Premier. Yeah, buddy! Get him! Oh, that's so awesome.
He came right to the boat, a horse, and this guy's a lot of energy in him left.
Such a cutie, look at that.
I'll make your job easy. That circle hook is right on the lip. I'm not gonna say he's not gonna splash you. It's like you said, you got to be on that tree.
Yes.
I mean, you can't be 8, 10 or so feet away
They
from it.
don't want to stray away from it for whatever reason. Boy, those when them circle hooks find their mark, they find it, don't they?
Yeah.
So awesome. Marbling and the color in that poter puppy, isn't he just gorgeous?
Blend right in that bottom environment.
Oh my God, what a great fish. You know, hard to believe they grow 800 pounds, you know? Man, what a gorgeous fish. I tell all the families that have kids, go to Theater of the Sea. It's got so much there for them, you know, with the seals and the dolphins, and you know, there's experience with birds and a touch tank and all those things. I tell almost everybody that's a family to go there, and even the ones that aren't, you know, so you want to see something interesting that you may not see in Ohio or Kansas or wherever, go to Theater of the Sea. It's quite a good show. It's a great place to go. It's fun for folks to be able to go there, as far as I'm concerned. And then we have a few other little things, but that is definitely a must-see.
Worldwide Sportsman is a phenomenal place. It's a big tourist destination, without a doubt. It's a major attraction in the Florida Keys. But what I find is the convenience factor. Whether I'm on the small boat or if I bring the Mark 6 here, is I like the fact that they have their own marina. You want to get your boat at 6 in the morning, the marina's open. Then if you burn up any terminal tackle, naturally you go inside the store and there's a vast selection of tackle there. And just from the entertainment value of walking in the store itself and just taking it in. Then of course they have a replica of Ernest Hemingway's boat, the Pilar, sitting there right in the middle of the store. If you're coming through Islamorada with a boat or without a boat, check them out. They got a full range of offshore and inshore guides that work out of the marina, including Captain Ron Brack with Pirate for Hire Charters.
George Poveromo's World of Saltwater Fishing is proudly being brought to you by Simrad, the new Simrad NSS Evo 3S chart plotter. The best just got better. Rapala Coastal, another great day. Suffolk's, always use the best line. Starbright Boat Care Products, blending technology and performance since 1973. We'll be right back.
Islamorada in the Florida Keys offers a wealth of diverse fishing opportunities, including light tackle fishing within its backcountry waters. Captain Ron Brack and I are doing exactly that out Florida Bayway.
An interesting twist were the amount of Jack Crevalles, and you would look and see schools of Jack Crevalle surfing down the face of these waves within casting range, and then Ron was spot on in that he was hooking up with these Jack Crevalles. What you have, Ron?
I believe Senor Crevalle, I don't know whether it's Jack Palance or Jack in a Box or Jack LaLanne.
Jack LaLanne for the older viewers.
For the old.
Don't know who he was.
These guys are so awesome.
You see any season where these Jacks are more abundant out here?
Yeah, summertime, spring,
Yeah.
summer.
But you look back, you see all those Crevalles
Isn't that
surfing away,
beautiful
blowing
on the
up
tops of
bait?
the waves like that? Look at him following this one, dude.
Oh. Okay, my turn now.
Nice, thank you, bud. He's gorgeous. Let's see, 8 pounds?
For sure. Without a doubt.
Quack, 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 quack.
Well, that wreck was starting to wean off a bit in terms of action. Ron had fought a shark up, then I had got a shark. So I want to say I think the last fish that we happened to catch and release in this particular wreck, Ron was back on the rod.
Yeah, I had that tail clip the blue runner out. When you have a big bait like that, you know it's going to be a shark or it's going to be a pretty good sized Goliath. And I'm not sure my back was ready. Ah!
Goliath or nurse shark?
I don't know. Then game was on, and I was pulling, and I was tugging, and I was whining, and I was grunting, and I was breathing. Come here, fishy. And
Get me a little closer. So if I'm looking at Ron back there, he's huffing and puffing a lot more. So I could tell that this fish is really working him over. And when I finally saw this Goliath grouper pop up, a little bit more weight on that.
60 pounder?
For sure. I grabbed it. We worked to get the hooks out of there. It was a beautiful specimen of a Goliath.
We'll grab his tail a little bit just to turn him up for a shot. Got him? Okay. I'm home. All right, let's get this one going.
And George helped me get him off. Oh boy, I had to take a break and get a drink of water after that one.
George's Tackle Locker. Brought to you by King Sailfish, the pioneer of catch and release mounts. Visit kingsailfish.com.
Are high-performance coolers worth the price of admission? If you're a saltwater angler that plans on fishing multiple days, for example, you know how much of an inconvenience it is to find a store or marina that's open dark and early, purchase bags of ice, and transport them back to the boat. It gets old fast, and you end up spending quite a bit on ice. Of course, you can return to the dock early enough and ice in the afternoon. However, subpar coolers will be challenged to maintain that ice throughout the following day. Engel's line of high-performance hard coolers are constructed with a full 2 inches of closed-cell foam insulation in the lid, sides, and bottom, and they're sealed with airtight silicone gaskets. They'll retain the cold and ice for up to 10 days. This means no more early morning inconveniences searching for ice. Simply drain the melted ice at day's end and top off with the occasional bag of ice every other day. These are tough, highly durable coolers as well, complete with anvil hinges and cornerstone feet. They're perfect for offshore center consoles as they'll easily withstand the abuse from rough seas and anglers standing or sitting on them while fighting fish.
Mercury Performance Stats, Islamorada, Florida Keys. Power, Mercury Pro XS 225 horsepower V8 outboard. Speed, 38 miles per hour. Total miles, 83.7. Total fuel burn, 26 gallons. George Poveromo's World of Saltwater Fishing is proudly being brought to you by the Florida Keys and Key West. Visit flakeys.com. ACR, the leader in marine safety electronics. Papa's Pilar Artesian Crafted Rum. Order yours today at papaspilar.com. Float On, the original aluminum immersible boat trailer. King Sailfish, the pioneer of catch and release mounts. Visit kingsailfish.com.
And again in Islamorada, where do I stay? My home, away from home, the Pines and Palms Resort. We're doing a television show now 21 years. We've been staying at Pines and Palms for the majority of those years. It's laid back. It's old school Florida. It's very relaxing once you come on site. Well manicured landscaping all around the facility. And you look at the wide range of accommodations. It's just a very welcoming environment that you could just relax once you get here. The other part of the valuable combination is when you're trailing your boat to the Keys is a place to store your trailer. Pines and Palms has a lot that is suitable to store your trailer, and that is a huge, huge advantage. Just a nice, relaxing place that has everything that you would expect from a resort, from a gorgeous oceanfront view, swimming pool, rooms, friendly staff. That's why when I'm in Islamorada, you're gonna find me staying at Pines and Palms Resort. People watch the show and I'll get emails saying, hey, we ate at Ziggy's. You recommended that on your Islamorada show. We loved it. That's my favorite restaurant in the entire Florida Keys. Now you would think that's a big seafood restaurant being in the Florida Keys, which it is. The seafood is exceptional, but what they're really known for are their steaks. Go experience some of the Islamorada's by far best cuisine. Ron Brack did not disappoint. We had gone in the backcountry behind Islamorada in the Florida Keys and do his specialty thing. I like to call it the Ron Brack experience, where you get the great fishing.
Oy.
A little show here for a bit.
Oy.
Nice, nice. You get the great personality.
Oh yeah, little sweetie. Come here, baby, come here, come here, come here, come here. Quack, 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 quack.
You get some theatrics along the way. It's a non-stop show.
I pick it up and I get a fish on. I'm telling you what, everybody. It really excites me to be able to have an opportunity to do this with George. George is an accomplished angler. He's already got the knack, he's already got the ability, and then I get to fish. And that really makes me happy because most of the time I don't really get to fish a whole lot. I just take people to the fishing plays. And we ended up catching a whole bunch of snook, a couple of reds, a tarpon, some sharks, some Goliaths, and I'm gonna be humble about it and sit there and say, yep, it's all Florida Bay. It has nothing to do with me.
I can't say enough good things about Ron Brack. He's a straight shooting kind of a guy. And if you want to catch some fish, book him and just tell him, I want to do the Ron Brack experience. And you just sit back and let him take it from there. If you'd like to keep up with our fishing adventures, please follow me on Instagram. I'm at George Poveromo. On Facebook, I'm at facebook.com/George.Poveromo. And you can view our episodes at any time on our YouTube channel, George Poveromo TV. We'll see you out on the water.